Marriage is supposed to be a safe place, a partnership built on love and support. But so sadly, for so many women out there, marriage stress has become so unbearable to them that has even led some of them to psychiatric ward. But do you know the worst part of all of these things is that why these women are fighting for their lives, why they are fighting for their sanities, their husbands walk away, abandoning them to their family and withdrawing their children that they had together to themselves, claiming that they don't want their children to be part of what is happening to their mother that is caused due to stress of marriage. Imagine. Why is all of this happening and what could be done to eradicate this or to even reduce it if it could not be totally eradicated? Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. My name is Bekram. If you are seeing my face for the first time, this is Bekram Therapy Hub. Here we talk about marriage, relationship, love, mental health, or anything that could tamper with your mental health. I'm a social worker, I'm a therapist. Today we are diving into a sensitive but very important issues. How marriage stress could affect women's mental health, even to the point of breakdown. I mean, to the point of them being taken to a psychiatric hospital, and why some husbands abandon them during this crisis. Many women enter into marriage with hopes of love, support, partnership, being happy in that marriage, and everything beautiful inside of them. But after getting into that marriage, they discover that marriage itself is so stressful. Imagine you come from a family whereby your parents support you with everything. You have siblings that whatever you want to do, you do it together. Another person that takes care of one thing, another takes care of something, another takes care of something. You have gotten married, you find yourself doing everything on your own, from taking care of the whole house to taking care of yourself, taking care of your husband, going to work, you get, and start having kids is not going to be easy. Now imagine having to manage that with a kind of partner that is not supportive or that is even giving you emotional stress. Physical abuse is pronounced, everybody's talking about it, but many people are neglecting emotional abuse, which is the most painful. Emotional abuse is so bad to the extent that it can even easily affect the woman's mental health or the husband's mental health, whatever the case may be, which is the reason why we need to keep our balanced mental health for us to be able to take care of our family, take care of our home. But I discovered that over 85% of patients that we attend to at the psychiatric clinic right now are women, and not just women, married women. And in the course of them fighting for their sanity, the husband will take their children from them, they will abandon them to their family, claiming that it's their family's property, it's their family's right to take care of them. It baffles me a lot, like a lot of women. The last case I handled was about a woman too. She had 3 kids for this man in the, like, she was still married to this man in her husband's house. She was diagnosed of bipolar disorder, and the next thing was that the husband abandoned her, took her to her parents, abandoned her, took away the 3 children, relocated them to his family house. Then the husband later, then the husband afterwards gets married to another woman. So a lot of things, a lot of this. In fact, there's this other woman also that she was suffering postnatal depression. She just gave birth. Her child should be around 6 to 5 months when this thing happened. You know, due to the stress going through, because she was living with her husband and uh like her husband's family, the stress was too much for her. This lady, it's silent type, so gentle, like she's a gentle type, that whatever you give to her, if she had not gotten to the limit, she was not going to talk. So she was having postnatal depression, and the husband was like, okay, go back. And the next thing for the husband to do was to take her back to her family house. Then it was the family that brought her to the psychiatric ward together with the husband. Anyways, it was like they dragged the husband to follow them. Imagine, I don't understand how it has to be like that. So I had no other choice than to explain to the husband that this is what is really happening to this woman. It is postnatal depression, which happens due to stress of giving birth. And it shouldn't have been more than this if you have handled the case very well. If you have supported her, she wouldn't have been where she is. And To my greatest surprise, according to the family, they told me that even the husband took away the two children, including 6 month child that she was taking care of before she actually had the crisis. The husband took both children to his parents to take care of and abandoned the wife to her family because she felt like it's their responsibility to take care of their child, which is very wrong. So I feel like every woman, it's important that you take care of yourself, monitor yourself, check up on yourself, like show up for yourself. This is getting too much, and I don't know, it's getting so much. Know your limits and try by all means to take care of yourself. I don't know how I don't know how to say this better, but it bothers me. I don't know. Postnatal depression is very common. It's not something that is new actually. It could happen to anybody, even if you are not, even if you have a supportive husband, but it will get worse if you don't have a supportive husband. Such person could land on the roadside roaming about, if you get what I mean. So it's important that you have a supportive husband, which is the reason I keep saying that you should try and choose well. It is better not to, it is better to remain single than to marry wrongly. That is the truth. That is the truth. So I've seen a whole lot of this happening. If you, like I said, just like I said, that 85% of people that we attend to at the psychiatric clinic now are women suffering from mental illness due to stress of marriage. And many of them, in fact, 50% of these 85% that I'm talking about don't have history of mental illness. It all started due to stress of marriage. I'm not saying that they probably do not have, like, maybe on diagnosed mental illness, maybe or maybe not. However, this is what actually triggered it. Stress, marital stress, marriage stress triggered it for them. And at the end of the day, the husband, the family, and everything they were trying to fight for, they lose it. So it's important for us to take care of ourselves, and to every man, it's important that you take care of your wife, because it's whatever you give to your wife that she's going to give to the whole family. You are the head of the family, and it's just like you are the director. Your wife is the manager. It's whatever you pour into the manager that the manager is going to manage, and it's whatever the manager manage that is going to be the result for everything. If your home breaks as a man, you have failed. If you don't want your home to be broken, the first thing to do is to take care of your wife. If you want a happy home, the first thing to do is to take care of your wife. That is the best thing. There's no magic. There's no magic. That which is the reason the Lord made you the head of the home, because you have the capacity, you have the strength, you have everything required. God has granted all unto you. Please take care of your wife. Please take care of them. This breaks me. I don't know. It really breaks me each time I see something like this. This is not how I planned this video to be, but immediately I started, I felt like saying everything, because like it pains me a lot whenever I see women suffering from this. There are a lot of mental illness. We have bipolar, we have psychosis, we have we have depression, like anxiety disorder, a whole lot. A whole lot. But the one that is natural for women to have, maybe due to giving birth and all of that, is postnatal depression. But however, even if you have postnatal depression and it is not well managed, or you don't have support from your family, or from your husband, your husband is the first family that you have, it's going to break you. Yeah, that you will be seeing your child as if your child is, is a cat. That you'll be shouting, that if you're not shouting, you'll be dull. You'll find it difficult to take care of yourself. You see everybody around you as your enemies. You even see your child as stick. You could see your child as nothing. You see life as worthless. You see yourself as worthless. This could happen. It is happening. But a man should support his wife. Like I used to say, the way you treat your wife when she was pregnant, when she gives birth, she will never forget. No matter how naughty you think the woman is, she will never forget. So please, for the sake of your children, for the sake of the child that you claim to love, love your wife. For the sake of God, yeah, take care of your wife. For this is what God has commanded. If you know you are not going to take care of her, please don't marry her. And you have, as a woman, you have seen a whole lot of red flags. What are you still doing? Why do you have to marry the person? I don't know. Like, yeah, you don't have to sacrifice your life because of love. Love is not enough in marriage. When we are talking about marriage, it's not just about love. It's about a man that can take care of you, a man that you can trust with your life, a man that even if you close your eyes, you can still be comfortable. You can still be confident enough to say that you are in the right place. That is marriage. Marriage is support. Marriage is love. Marriage is patience. Marriage is care. Marriage is selfless. That is marriage. If this is not in whom you think you want to get married to, please back off. Yes, back off. Marriage is beautiful when you are with the right person. Yeah, that is the truth. Marriage is so beautiful. You will love your life. You will love the fact that you are married. It will be as if you have not been living life all your life till after you get married to that wonderful man. But many of us as women, we don't want to wait for this man to come. We feel like we can help ourselves, neglecting the path of God, neglecting what God would like. And at the end of the day, it's still this God I will call upon. You should have a community, a support system. Like it could be a community of Christians or Muslims or whatever your belief, your religion is, that would support you when you are going through crisis. Learn how to speak out when it's getting to a stage that you can no longer bear it. Speak out. You can communicate to your husband, like try and communicate your feelings with your husband, because so many husbands do not even understand what they are doing. They don't know. They don't have the knowledge. Just like my client's husband was asking me that he does not want to give my clients children because he was afraid. He does not want what affected their mother to affect his children, and he does not know. He was afraid maybe the illness is going to be hereditary or something. Then that was when I discovered that many men don't even know the gravity of what they are doing to their wife. Like if your wife breaks down and you fail to take care of her, or even before she breaks down, you fail to take care of her, you fail to prevent her from breaking down, it will bounce back to you, because of course, if you feel you are not going to be affected, your children will be affected. And once your children is affected, obviously you are affected. The worst that you can do is to go and marry another woman. It will not stop the fact that that woman used to be your wife. It will not stop the fact that that woman is the mother of your children. That woman roaming about, that mad woman. Imagine. Before you break down, learn to speak out your feelings. Let other persons know what you are going through. Pray. Prayer changes everything. If you feel like your husband is doing some things that you don't like, or your wife is doing some things that you don't like, pray about it. God will speak to the mind of your partner, and you see that your partner changing for good. Build your support system. Have trusted friends that you can speak through when something is not going right. Yeah, not all friends are evil. Have one or two that you can actually open up to. Have mentors that you can trust. Have church community that you can lean on. You are not to carry the weight alone, because if you do that, you will break down. That is the truth. If you have watched this video to this very end, make sure you subscribe, like, share, and put on your notification bell so that when next we have videos, you'll be the first to be notified. However, I want to hear from you. Yeah, what are your thoughts about marital stress? What is your experience about this? Comment it below. I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.